Hello, this is Lamarr Bennett, the radical sociologist. And I call myself. I'm graduated from UW-Madison, BA degree. I actually got a minor degree in Afro American Studies, history also, which kind of helped me out in the position I do now as being a semi-driver because I meet so many racist people, and as white drivers and other minorities that's also racist and try to run things over on me and try to get me to believe in something that is not true. They are not aware of my education and my knowledge in that subject. And there's not too many people in the trucking industry can talk me out of those type of subjects or manipulate me with some false facts. For example, that just use an example that all black people drink alcohol. All black females, the way they get their money is by prostitution. Now, everybody knows that's not true, but I'm just trying to give you an example of if you don't have your proper education, your proper knowledge, these people would try to manipulate you into believing, and the purpose of you believing is to get at your self-esteem, get at your purpose of life mentality. And if you're not educated to see through that, like a lot of young kids fall through the cracks due to not having the proper education, proper knowledge. Like white people feed them where you're not going to be nothing but a janitor. You never can finish college, a Big Ten college at that, where you sit in the classroom with 500, competing against 500 people in one class. And percentage of the class is where the grade, the scale of the grade, is on the average of the whole class grade, is how tough your grade gonna be. So therefore everybody's actually competing against one another brain. They just use all kind of manipulation to the young kids. Being a fan just got easier. And I'm here to talk about today, though I got in a little bit off course here, but I'm getting back on course because that's me. I like to stay on course now. I like to stick to the game plan and what time the game plan gonna end, what day and time is gonna end. Like when I used to live, I just used to just live by air alone. Air alone. And I learned that living by air tends to blow up in your face like a balloon pops. But I'm the radical sociologist, and I stopped coming on YouTube to talk because I got laxative about race. I see things happening, like different things happen to black people. Take an example in Jacksonville just the other day. And I'm talking about that, and I'm going to talk about the church killings there in South Carolina that killed 9. the New York killing in Buffalo, and you know I drive my semi in Buffalo, and and you think New York is so big, and it's not in the South, that it has no racism. But if you can determine it's the Big Apple, good sporting areas, sports, so it must be a fair city due to the entertainment industry. A lot of rappers come from New York, but do you really see the way people that's not in that category, black people, go through in New York? And I'm taking you way back. Remember when Somali, African, but he's still the same color as me and you. Because when it comes to where you come from, that don't make a difference. It's what your skin color dictates. That's the difference. And you know, he got the broom stuck up his ass. You hear the other black guy got shot 69 times. This is in New York. The Apple. We love New York. That make you, when you go into New York, you see a big sign, I love New York. Now, can you think about that guy that got shot 69 times? Every time his parents go in to see that sign going into New York, you think going to their mind that I love New York is on their mind. But here again, I'm skipping ahead from the topic I really want to talk. And then we're going to talk about the church killings in South Carolina that killed 9. New York killed 10. And now we have Jacksonville killed 3. Then I'm going to give you some solutions. And it's going to be sociological solution, a radical solution, and take it as you may. Because you know why? Because I'm mad. I'm mad. Seriously. I feel like when I walked into the library and said I had a bomb in 1982, I think it was, 1982, when the apartheid in South Africa protesters wanted apartheid to end. And they was going through the revolution in Africa, protesters, where this African woman got shot in the stomach and she was pregnant. The next day, I went to on campus at UW-Madison, one of the biggest university book volumes in the world, and announced that I had a bomb in my briefcase because I was mad. And that's how mad I am today. It's no joke. I'm not going to sit back and pray, God, things going to be better. And you see, you prayed the last time when the 9 church members went to church thinking they were safe with God. You prayed. We prayed, let's say. We prayed for New York when 10 people got killed in New York. We prayed. Now we got to pray again. And you say justice is served when he killed himself? He shot and killed himself. At least the man in South Carolina had nerve, and the one in New York had nerve to face it. He's so weak, he couldn't even face what he did. And I'm mad. I'm mad like 1982. Yes, I got caught. Did it? You know, I had the whole university, the whole library was shut down. I had a whole SWAT team come get me. Come get me out of there. And I'm not ashamed of it. And I still to this day, I feel I have not done nothing wrong. When you gonna sit here and let minority white people rule the majority, put them in the ghetto housings and call it apartheid living, and you gonna just let that happen and still support the country, you are part of the problem. And do you know, after I did that bomb threat, apartheid was in the process of falling anyway, because they were trying to do it economically, put pressure on that way, and which it brought them down also. But you also got to show some physical meanness and madness about it. And what I did, I know I contribute to apartheid collapsing. Because the next year or so, there was no more apartheid after I did that bomb threat. People don't see about the radical sociologist, but because he's a silent revolutionary. And you know, the pressures I be under, I walk every day with pressure. Because, you know, here again, I'm supposed to be retired. Get out of all this type of radicalism and doing things against the system. Not to rob them. I don't need the money. I don't need the money. You see the movie Set It Off? I wasn't setting it off because of money. I was setting it off like I'm doing something to the system that the system did to us. But people don't know that. People didn't know that. The people I was hanging with didn't know my motive. They asked me why I'm coming here doing this. I was coming here, I can't get people on the same level that I'm at to say, let's do this because of this. So we're going to do this because of drugs. No. I did it because I hate the system. People that support this hatred,
we call West Texas home.
And people don't want to believe me.
We're here to make confidence happen.
Can't you see the pattern? I no longer believe that these are individual acts of people just jumping out hatred. I believe it's an organization. And let me give you some reasons and some examples that I feel that this is a Kawasaki type organizations. That means that they pick individuals to commit suicide or either go to jail. They pick just like illegal immigration. They got the whole country mapped out. What spot they gonna hit next? Where the next immigrant gonna land? They got the whole country mapped out. And they decide on the areas that got the jobs, got the schools, housing, and that's where, and they got the whole country mapped out. So when they land, When they come in, they know exactly where they're supposed to go. And that's with these hatred organizations. I don't believe this is just individual acts. These acts are planned out, and he's supposed to commit suicide. You know why he's supposed to commit suicide? For he won't talk. He can't say how he's feeling, where this is coming from, who gave you this idea. He's supposed to commit suicide. And that's exactly what he did. For you won't know no information. I do not believe these are just individuals just decide to go do this by themselves. They go in there and get these high-powered weapons by themselves. Somebody's giving them those weapons. And he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Now, I have no evidence of this, but put two and two together. How it's happening. How it's happening. New York, South Carolina, now Florida. And do you understand, with the governor there promoting it, the governor promote this type of stuff. And he's at the giving his condolences, but he's the one that is promoting this hatred. He's the one talking about blacks got privileges through slavery. Black this, black this. And these militia groups, these racist militia groups, these hatred people interpret that as the problem to the solution is kill all black people. Kill any people that is black. That's one way of looking at it. Second way that I look at it, you don't have to, but believe me, I'm the radical sociologist. I studied all kind of protests through slavery, after slavery, and what needs to be done. How they got over the hump during slavery by revolts, by killing white people, even though they knew the majority of them were gonna get killed, but they knew what the future was gonna look like for us. The 3 victims that got killed in Jacksonville, not at a $1 million party, not at a $1 million store. People who at the Dollar General. If you gotta go to the Dollar General to buy something, what does that say? You're struggling economically and had to lose your life struggling. I am mad. I'm upset. And a lot of things could go through my mind right now that back in the day, when things like happened to the guy in Milwaukee, my hometown, during the protests, what I did, nobody knows. And I'm gonna keep it that way. But what I'm just trying to say here, you can go kill your brother, but for $1, But you can look at this and say, it didn't happen to me. It did happen to you. It did happen to me. Bloods, shut up. Crips, shut up. Any gang affiliation, shut up. You're scared. You're going to kill your brother, kill your sister, rape your brother tomorrow, rape your sister. Another brother is getting killed right now in the hands of ourselves. We don't protest about that. But because this white guy did it, a person like me, I holler about all of it. But they say, why you so upset? Because a white government killed us when we black people kill each other every day. But I'm a radical sociologist, and I'm going to tell you there's a difference, though. There's a big difference. The big difference is we may kill the brother or sister for a reason. Not because of his color. Not because he's black. That's the difference. It still hurts all the same. It's still bad all the same. But still yet, to get killed because of the color that God has made you, and you can't change it. You can only love it. It's preposterous. And that's one of the differences. Second difference is that 10 black people in New York, 9 people in South Carolina, 3 people in New York. What do that add up to? 22, because of their skin color. And you let that spread, we don't stop and don't do nothing about it and don't stop it right now in its tracks, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. The guy in Jacksonville, he committed suicide. You will never know anything about if he belongs to an organization in South Carolina. He killed 9 church members. And went to Burger King. They took him to Burger King afterwards. Took him to Burger King to eat hamburger. Are you hungry? I know you gotta be hungry after killing 9 people. Are you hungry? We can take you to Burger King. I know you gotta be hungry after killing 9 people. It's wrong. It's wrong. And it hurts me bad. I've dealt with the law so many times. So many times. When I lived in Milwaukee, I stayed under the police radar. When I lived in Madison, Wisconsin, going to university, I stayed in the police radar. Because I always did something stupid. And that's why I call myself the radical sociologist, because I'm always, when it comes to my people and to the system, it's time for something to happen. Fuck praying to God. I pray to God after something happened. I pray to God afterwards. Nat Turner killed those white people. Yeah, he died. But he gave a message before he died. His name is still being called out right now. this, when we gonna be tired of, okay, another mass shooting, let us all pray, here come the racist governor, giving some advice, which he instigated all of this, because he talked all that color message about education, and then the Trump situation, then all this add up to instigating what happened today. I believe all that has instigated to what happened in Jacksonville the other day, to those 3 innocent black individuals at Dollar General. Dollar General. I'm saying it again, Dollar General. A store for struggling people economically, but still yet lost their lives. And you Crips, you Bloods, you gangs talking 249s. Pitiful. 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 You fighting over a block that's not yours. You killing your sister and brother, and sit back and look at this and don't do nothing. I have several run-ins with the law. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. It's a sacrifice that's got to be made. That's got to be made. And this is organized. People think this is just random individual people going off. South Carolina. You know why they picked that church? That church has slavery significance. The breakout of slaves. It had a significance that they wanted to make look like an embarrassment, that they want to ridiculate, to bring them down and make them feel you're still in slavery. We can walk in here and kill, lynch any one of y'all whenever we want to. These are not individual instances, y'all. This is an organized plan. And it's because they cannot whoop the government. They cannot whoop the law. They got to go around the law. Where so many of them won't get locked up, many of them won't get retaliated against. They set up Chinese airplanes, Kawasaki's, whatever they call it. That's what they're doing. They designate one individual. One. And he's the airplane. This is not a coincidence, y'all. This is an organized plan to do. You think if he supposed to be so mental, and by the way, anytime they do something, they have a psychological problem. Black dude just killed his stepdaughter. That was normal. That was normal. Is that normal to you? Was that normal to you? Do you feel that was normal? Hell no. But who get the mental plea? They gonna try to say he was psychological. He can buy all these weapons. He wasn't mental when he bought all the weapons. You have to. Why would you want those weapons? Living in a civilized community, no one's attacking you. No black people is attacking you. No black people don't even know you. You weren't mental to get the guns. Now you all suddenly you mental. That's another thing about this. It's organized. It's organized. Militias, organized hate groups. This is planned out, y'all. This is not just a coincidence. These random killings is not a coincidence.
And I'm here to protect you from wireless companies that blitz you with phone deals and sack you with a 3-year device contract.
And you say, what do we do?
Upgrades work for you. They even have a plan which makes you upgrade ready every year.
I say, what I would do.
Take charge of your upgrades with our Best Go 5G plans at T-Mobile.
The parent. The parents. A child got to be taught to hate. I'm a sociologist, and I strongly believe, like psychologists, a child just do not grow up with hate. Hate is a taught emotion, a taught feeling that's brought out through emotions. A child come out the body 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can condition that child to be anything you want him to be. Or go out and try to be what he can be. You can teach a child to shoot a gun or anything. A 7-year-old child, you can say, take that gun, shoot that. He's going to shoot it. And then you tell him why you going to shoot him. Shoot that black thing because you hate him. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's in his heart. Because his parent taught him to be that way.
If you haven't visited or didn't know, it's something else. And New Orleans also home. I found this out.
And then once he teach him to be that way, like if you like us, you get like set it off. Like when we were setting it off, we all was on the same level. We was all on the same plateau to do this. Now you raise this child, the next parent raised the child the same way. You got 3, 4, 5, 6, all on the same level plateau. Now all you got to do is organize it. And once you organize it, then come up with the plan. Not to get discovered. You don't want nobody to know. You can't let nobody know. Because you know you're not powerful as the government. You're not powerful as the law. You got to hide behind the law. You got to use the law in your benefit. You have to hide behind the law. And how you hide behind the law? Individual Kawasaki's. That if they talk, they dead. They know if they talk, they dead. He can go to jail, the guard can kill him. You think those guards are not part of the militia? You think those guards are automatically agreeing with American laws? They undercover militias. They will kill him in jail. And he knows that. And when I was in those type of situations, there's a code of conduct. A code of conduct. Code of conduct. Don't. If you say something, you're dead. If you say something, somebody's gonna get you. They not he committed suicide, but the other two, you think they gonna say they are part of a militia? You think they gonna say they are in some organization? The code of conduct is to be quiet, don't say nothing. Come on, people. This is happening too many times. They are spread out, planning attacks as I speak right now. What is going to be the next hate attack? And Florida was perfect because the way the governor was promoting hatred, that was the ideal spot to set something like this off. And I'm telling you, something has to be done. Some solutions you can. We have our own country where we ain't got to worry about a white person walking around gonna shoot us. We can fight back, suffer our losses, but gain some respect. We ain't getting no respect now. Hey, you know why we ain't getting no respect? They say the only thing a nigga gonna do is kill each other. We can drop one, all they gonna do is pray to God that another one don't happen. Or we can just sit back and accept sympathy. You know, now tomorrow, white folks gonna feel sorry for us, give us sympathy, and that's what they gonna do, give us sympathy. We gonna get a couple dollars, they gonna buy us meal, they gonna hold the door open for us, because of this tragedy. And I'm gonna come back. I have a phone call to get right now, but I'm gonna come back to this. And hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna come right back, hopefully, if I know how to do it. I'm not too good with media equipment, but if not, I'm going to call it part 2 of the Radical Sociologist Hate Crime Part 2. But right now, I'm going to stop right here. I got some more things to say now. But I'm not, people say all we do is talk. No, this is no talk, baby. This is no talk. This is no talk, baby. You talking to a man that been through riots at the age of 7. Been through bomb threats at one of the biggest universities in America. Multiple police contacts for doing off the wall shit. Not because I needed to, because the radical sociologists hate this society. I will get back with you. I'm not done with this subject. I ain't done with what's going to happen. Something's going to happen. I'm going to make sure it happens. And it can be in my name. Hey, we overlook the church. We overlook New York. We cannot overlook this without a response. Without a response. I don't care what's coming back, but it's got to be a response. And I want a response. And I'm going to get a response. But I'll be right back. I got to call somebody right quick. I just got a phone call. And that's my girl. She's going to be hollering at me. So I got to get that, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.